Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and on this channel we talk about building our spiritual confidence so we can listen to our intuition and read our tarot cards with ease. And today we are starting the Pentacles. So we are really on the home stretch with the Symbolism series of the Rider-Waite Tarot. So the Ace of Pentacles. We're going to be looking at all of the aces. I'm going to be talking to you about how the aces link back into the Magician card. We're going to talk about the timing of the aces. We're going to talk about the numerology, the astrology, the Kabbalah, the elements. We're going to be looking at the deeper symbolism connected to the Golden Dawn that sit behind the image on this card. So if you really want to connect with your tarot deck, if you want to get past just trying to remember meanings, if you want to really understand the cards at a deeper level, then you've come to the right channel. I'm going to spin the camera around and let's have a look at the Ace of Pentacles. So we have reached the last suit, the last minor arcana suit, the suit of Pentacles. And today, of course, we are starting with the Ace of Pentacles, which Golden Dawn title is the root of the powers of the earth, which is about powerful beginnings. So let's have a look at the numerology first. I'm going to be using my tarot symbolism cheat sheets to help me all the way through talking you through this card. These are the sheets that I put together to help me when I'm talking about the card, because I can't remember everything and I don't want you to think that I am remembering everything, because I'm not. I remember lots of it, but not all of it. And so these cheat sheets are designed to help you. I've got like a Ready Reckoner cheat sheet here that's just got an overview of everything that the card means. Then I've got a lovely worksheet for you as well. And I've got my notes here that I put together for the videos. And you can purchase these in a big bundle. They're very reasonably priced in my Etsy shop. I'll make sure that the link is down in the description box for you. Also, while I'm doing housekeeping, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss another one of my uploads. And of course, there is my newsletter list, connectwithyourdeck.com/newsletter. And that is where you will find all of my free goodies. You'll get invitations to my free member community where there's lots of things to download and free courses and all that sort of stuff. So check the link in the description box, and I'll make sure I put them down in the first comment so you don't miss out, because I've got so many freebies. Oh my goodness, I've been doing this a really long time. So I've got quizzes, I've got ebooks to download, I've got all sorts of things for you to help you keep going with learning the tarot. So if we look at the numerology, Golden Dawn title, the root of the powers of the earth. So again, we follow the Golden Dawn symbolism. And the reason we do that is because the Rider-Waite deck is written to the Golden Dawn symbolism. We don't pull symbolism out of the air for this deck. I mean, you can, but to my way of thinking, we go with what the author originally intended. He was part of the Golden Dawn, and so the deck is reflective of that, and so we learn that symbolism. And also the symbolism is fabulous. It's a symbolism that that if you went into an art gallery, you went anywhere looking at anything, it'll come to you and you'll get so much more out of everything that you're looking at than not knowing it. At least that's been my experience. It also helps you connect with the card because you get a deeper understanding of what the card actually is symbolizing. And then what I want you to do is start to connect your own meanings to the cards. So let's have a look at the numerology. The numerology for Ace of Pentacles is powerful new beginnings. So 1 is about limitless possibilities. It's about the start. It's about going out there into the world. So let's have a look at the other aces. We've got Ace of, Page of Wands. What am I doing? Talk about them in a minute. Ace of Wands. So taking active, decisive action, taking action, fire, wands. Cups, water, emotional action, taking action to do with listening to your emotion or doing the things that enable you to manage your emotion. Swords, intellect, speaking, thinking about, speaking about, taking action in a way that is intellectual on your new ideas. And of course, Ace of Pentacles, taking action in a concrete, grounded way. Earth, fire, water, air, earth, the 4 elements. So if each one of these cards has got a video, so you don't have to worry that I haven't talked in great detail about these because I don't want to fill up the video too much. So we'll take these away. Actually, no, let's have a look at the other cards in the major arcana that symbolize 1. So we've got the Magician, and I love this. Look at this. The Fool empties his knapsack onto the table, and inside is the wand, the cup, the sword, and the pentacle. The wand, the cup, the sword, and the pentacle for each one of the suits. Isn't that stunning? So it all sort of fits together so beautifully with one. And each one of these suits represents, or each one of these cards represents the beginning of each one of these suits. Wheel of Fortune, 1 and 0 make 10. 1 plus 0 makes 1. So Wheel of Fortune, you're partway through your journey. You've begun, but you're partway through. And so you can see here the astrological signs. They're not fully coloured. They're studying, and they're sitting in grey clouds, which we know in the tarot means confusion. So they're partway through their journey. They're acknowledging and learning the karma as the wheel of life turns. And then there's the Sun, card number 19. 1 and 9 make 10. 1 and 0 make 1, which is what we do with numerology. We always reduce to the lowest number that we can reduce to, unless, of course, we're talking about the spiritual numbers, which are 22 and 33. So if we are, my brain won't work. So the Sun is looking at powerful new beginnings, the happiness of the child, the innocence of new beginnings. And it's an innocence of new beginnings that's like a reminder of the Fool, stepping out into the world with only what you need, except that you're coming to the end of the deck in this instance, and it's preparing you for the last 2 cards, which are Judgment and the World. So that's our new, 1, powerful new beginnings. Aces are considered to be 1. However, just to be contrary, as the tarot always is, Royal Arcana cards, they don't have any numbers allocated to them at all. So if we take these away, and let's just have a little look at the Kabbalah next. So let's go back to my cheat sheet, and the Kabbalah for the Aces is Kether the Crown. So the crown is a seraphot, and it sits right at the top of the Tree of Life. The seraphot emanates energy. So the energy of the seraphot of Kether, or the crown of the Tree of Life, is all it is that is not. The energy of all that there is. The first movement or motion, which is very Kabbalistic. The Kabbalah is all about sound, that the world started with sound. And so all of the letters and the words that are associated with the Kabbalah are extremely important, says Elizabeth, butchering the pronunciation with her Australian accent. So symbolic of motion, symbolic of God or the universal energy, the energy that's out there outside of us. Spiritual transformation. What we came from, we return to. So this idea of beginnings, endings, big bang, big energy, setting out the root of the powers of the earth. So again, earth energy, grounded energy. And you can see here, I've got the classical element here, stability, grounding, and fertility as the meaning of that card. If we look at the astrological symbolism, the traditional timing for Pentacles is winter. So if you're doing a reading and you've got a timing position in the spread you're using and a Pentacles card arrives on that spread, you can use the traditional timing to give someone an idea of when something might happen and say winter. And that's sort of the traditional way that we would do timing. Of course, there's also the Golden Dawn timing, and the Golden Dawn timing I'm going to show you in a minute is quite complex, and it comes from the book T, which is the book that was written by the Golden Dawn to describe the tarot. I wish there was so much more in it than what's in it, but what they've given us is really fabulous, and you certainly can extrapolate it out to come out with all sorts of ideas to do with the tarot. So the ace rules through the page. It rules the zodiac signs of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, but technically it does not rule any time. It rules space. It sits outside the astrological wheel here, ruling space, not time. And I'll show you what I mean. So if we look at the aces, first of all, these back down again. So we've got Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Each one rules through a page. So Ace of Wands rules through Page of Wands. Ace of Cups rules through Page of Cups. Ace of Swords rules through Page of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles rules through Page of Pentacles. And if we look at the pictorial representation of the information from the Golden Dawn, we can see that the cards sit on the astrological wheel. Pretty cool, hey? So if we look down here, we're in the fourth quadrant, which is, you can see here, the Ace of Pentacles is ruling through the page. And again, these pictures are very small, and it's because I've had to squash them down onto A4 or US letter to create a PDF for people. So these are available in my Etsy shop if you would like to have a pictorial representation of the cards. So each, you can see here, the Ace of Wands rules through the Page of Wands. That was where we started. The Ace of Cups rules through the Page of Cups, which was the next arcana we went through, the Cups. Then we did the Swords. The Ace of Swords rules through the Page of Swords. And lastly, we have got the Ace of Pentacles ruling through the Page of Pentacles, going Witticians around the astrological wheel. And we always start with Wands. That's how we always start, going in Golden Dawn order. So, along with this sheet that's in my astrological cheat sheets, I will make sure there is a link to these down in the description box for you if you would like to get them. This is the dates. Now, this is just a flat version of this visual version here of the cards on the astrological wheel. And you can see here the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles rules through the Ace, rules through the Page, and rules space, not time. If you really wanted to, you could say Aries, March 21 through to the end of Gemini, June 20. But technically, if you want to be really technically correct, if you see an Ace or a Page of any suit in a tarot spread in a timing position, the correct interpretation is that the timing is unclear, it's confused, it's indeterminate. There isn't really timing attached. If you really want to have timing attached, you can look at the 3 astrological signs, that the Ace and Page rule, and use the dates from there. It's really up to you. And again, if you've got this cheat sheet, you've got all the dates. You don't have to do all this yourself. And these are in my Etsy shop. And of course, when you purchase cheat sheets from my Etsy shop, you help my channel and you help me to continue to teach you. So let's get rid of all of these. We've talked about timing. We now need to talk about the actual card itself. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm just using my cheat sheets here and here to give you an idea of the symbolism on the card. So if we look at this, the Ace of Pentacles, the sky and the clouds are the same, with the white hand giving you something, giving you a beginning, inviting you to take action in a certain way. And so in this case, the white hand, which is giving you, purity of spirit, purity of action, is giving you a pure indication without bias of what you should be doing. What is your action step? And in this case, you need to be practical and grounded. Ace of Pentacles is earth. The hand comes out. You can see it's got a beautiful white aura around it, comes out from the grey clouds and sits in a grey sky of confusion. We know grey skies and grey clouds in the tarot mean confusion, and offers you this clear path of the pentacle. Now, the pentacle itself is golden, representing inspiration, focus, enthusiasm, all of those wonderful things that go with yellow. The actual pentagram that is sitting on the pentacle is a mystical symbol. It actually represents all of the elements. I know I can remember spirit sits at the top and then the other elements sit around the edge. I haven't got it in front of me now, no, I haven't got it in front of me now. Otherwise, I would show you, tell you which ones each one of these are. In fact, I might go and try and find it and let you know, and I'll be back. And so I am back with the magic of the internet, and I can tell you that the top of the pentagram is spirit. The next point is water. The next point is fire. The next point is earth, and the next point is air. And if you would like my keyword cheat sheets that are available in my Etsy shop that have this, the detail of how the elements sit on that pentagram and a little bit about the history, I will make sure that I put that into the description box so you can pop over and have a look. The 2 lines that are on the edge of the pentagram just talk about 2 sides to every story, 2 sides of the coin, 2 options to take. So very symbolic. The other pentacles throughout the minor arcana suit of pentacles don't have those 2 lines. It's just on the Ace of Pentacles. So it's quite deliberate to have those there. The idea of the garden gate is about walking through the gate to something new. And you can see here that you're walking through, and we know the beautiful symbolism of the garden gate. Every garden just about has one in some form or another. And then behind the garden gate, there is the mountains. So it's a promise of new ideas, new opportunities, new challenges that are waiting for us in this world. If you look at the garden itself, of course, it has roses and lilies, and this links back, of course, to the Magician card. So W.B. Yeats, William Yeats, was a very famous poet, and he was actually part of the Golden Dawn. And he actually designed his own tarot deck, and I don't know that any of the cards that he designed are now surviving today, which is really sad because I would have loved to have seen them. But I suspect he was very close to Pamela Coleman Smith, if not Arthur Waite. I know Pamela Coleman Smith, Arthur Waite wrote the deck and said sort of what he wanted on the cards and gave Pamela Coleman Smith direction, but she actually drew all the cards and did an absolutely beautiful job of them. And so there are these references to roses and lilies all the way through the deck. And here you can see, I've just linked it back to the card 1. Roses being passion and experience, and lilies, of course, being innocence and inexperience, red and white. And of course, this is linking to your, you know, the actual polarity of challenge in life reflected in the garden as you walk through the gate. I think that's everything that I need to talk about. It is a gorgeous card. I think it's one of my favorite aces. That one and the Ace of Cups, I think I really like too. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. I do hope you'd like to be part of my community and learn the tarot all together. I've got so many new things that I'm putting together to build my community and give you all sorts of different ways of learning the cards. Our next video will be Two of Pentacles. We're nearly finished. I can't believe I've nearly finished this series. And so don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter, connect with your deck /newsletter, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.